and everything. Uh, Give me a video check.
Doing that now. Okay, we are good. Just need you to go full screen.
Yep, I'm at full screen right now. In 5, 4, 3, roll it.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the 11th edition of the Orange and Blue Breakdown, where we bring you all things in the world of the New York Mets. I'm Nick, aka Mets Rock, your host for tonight.
And I am Dave, aka Captain Caps.
And well, Jason's still on a hiatus, and this is not my normal setup. As you can see, I am on vacation in Florida, but I decided to grace you all with my graciousness
Woo!
tonight.
Nice.
And before we bring you tonight's episode, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Now let's get right to it as we break down the past depressing week in Mets baseball with the Giants and the Guardians, and as we preview the upcoming big, big, big 9-game series between with the Brewers, the Braves, and the Seattle Mariners.
Yes, indeed. But the last time we left you, we were.
We want to talk about some trades.
Yes, we got one last trade where the Mets acquired Cedric Mullins from the Baltimore Orioles for 3 relievers: Anthony Nunez, Ramon Gomez, and Chandler Marsh.
The best part is I don't know who any of those guys are that we gave up.
2 of those guys were in the top 30 top prospect list. But other than that,
So
we didn't give
so yeah, we didn't give up anybody else. That was, and I'm still depressed over Jose Bodo.
Yeah. Well,
So are most Met fans.
he was the one big league name that we had to give up. I anticipated that we...
Not even Max Kranick.
Well, Kranick, he's out for the year, so... Yeah, no can do there.
Okay, so let's talk about the Cedric Mullins, great player. It's been great for his entire career. He just hasn't had the opportunities because the Orioles are never good.
He's gotten off into a slow start. Last I checked, he's won for his first 18 as a Met, unfortunately. But
yeah, but he's got speed, so we could. Everybody's won for their last 18 as a Met.
That is true. Nobody's...
The entire lineup.
Yeah.
The only guy that's consistent is the guy that's chasing 252.
Yes. One shy of the straw man.
Which we will talk about later on. So let's get into this Giants series.
Yeah.
August the 1st, Mets fight back from a 3-0 deficit to tie the game in the 8th, but cannot pull ahead. Edwin Diaz gives up a run in the 10th. Mets fail to score. Mets lose 4-3 to the Giants. It feels like when you have those opportunities that you just gotta get through.
It's been the story of the Mets.
It's also sloppy defense, too.
Yeah. Dog days of summer. Here we are.
Here we go again.
Yep.
The only positive is Yankee fans can't talk much better because their team's worse.
Yeah, my wife was actually... We were watching the news and they were saying... The reporters were saying how the Yankees lost 6 of their last 7. My wife was expecting me to crack this big smile. Nope. The Mets were
right there
doing much better, so I was just like...
I think we've lost 6 of our last 7 also, so...
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We just got swept by Cleveland.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so there's not really much else to talk about.
Yeah. Well, here we are, August 2nd, where Pete Alonso hits his 250th career homer, and the Mets offense wakes up for
For one
one
game.
night, for one day, or Mets score 12 runs on 13 hits to rout the Giants 12-6.
Somebody explain to me why we can be cold one day, hot the next, and then we go back to being cold. Please explain the sanity to me that's known as the New York Mets.
I wish I could explain
And
that. Unfortunately, I
okay,
cannot.
speaking of the sanity of the New York Mets and my sanity, Frankie Montas gets pounded for 7 runs in 4 innings. Um,
Our favorite.
Ryan Stanek, Ryan Stanek gives up 5 more in just 2/3 of an inning. Jason, please get on this podcast and just explain to me why you still have faith on Ryan Stanek. Please.
In Stanek we trust.
I don't trust him. But the bullpen's just our entire rotation is so bad.
Can't pitch more than 5
Can't hit.
innings.
We can't hit. We can't pitch. We can't field. We can't do anything. We're starting to look like the freaking Rockies, who we swept.
Unbelievable. Yeah, and then
The only positive is we won one game against San Francisco, so we won the season series.
yes, 4-2 since we swept them out in
San Francisco
So, yes.
before we went to San Diego.
yes. And then here we come home to, well, we were home, but here come the Guardians. The Mets.
The Guardians. Who? Who?
Yeah. Mets fought back.
I've never heard of them.
I liked them so much better.
That's
when they were the
Cleveland.
Indians.
I liked them better when they were the Indians. That's some messed up stuff that I'm not going to get into about them changing names with the Guardians turning into the Indians turning into Guardians.
Yeah, no comment with that. But that
The highlight of that game is Pete Alonso now one homer away from the record of Darryl Strawberry. One homer. I thought he was going to do it against Cleveland because all he had to do was hit one home run a game in the last 2 games.
Unfortunately, the Mets tied it but couldn't take the lead, and then the 10th everything broke loose. Throwing error by Brett Beatty, which led to 2 runs scoring, and the Mets scored just 1 run in the bottom of the inning and lost to the Guardians 7-6. They had their chance in the 9th inning, and with Alonso at the plate.
Wasn't that the game we had the bases loaded?
Yeah, and Pete was 4 for 4.
When 1 out?
Yeah, he was 4 for 4 coming to the plate, and when we needed that hit the most, he does not.
Just a sac fly, Pete. Just a sac fly, and we win that game.
Foul tip, strike 3.
I'm starting to know what it feels like to be a Rockies fan.
Well,
because we're playing just as bad.
I had to sit through the Mets 93 season. That
I had to sit through the Yankee Marlins game this past weekend. 7-3.
Aye. Yeah, and then
the one series I was hoping the Yankees would win.
Yeah. After that series opener against the Guardians, the Mets just sagged.
But we had 2-0 lead in game 2 and we couldn't win.
Yeah, there was no life in the offense, and then after Lindor grounded into a bases loaded double play to end the second, the Mets barely did anything else. And Mets lost to the Guardians 3-2.
And then 8 in the third, no hit innings. To the Guardians, a team that's not going to the playoffs. Can somebody explain this to me? Please, somebody in chat, just respond.
Somebody, please.
Because I need an explanation on what I am dealing with here. I'm seeing a Mets team that went from being probably one of the front runners to go and win the freaking World Series this year.
And then
And now I'm looking forward to Paul Blackburn coming back just to see if he could give us something.
unbelievable. Or
How far have we fallen? Now I'm looking forward to Paul Blackburn.
Or Tyler McGill, for that matter.
Or Tyler McGill. Or you know what? Steven Matz. See if the Cardinals will DFA him or wherever the hell he
I
is.
thought he was dealt to Boston.
No, the Red Sox will know the playoff hunt. Forget it.
Yeah, and I think I've gone about 2 weeks without posting a real-time happy recap. And I'm not going to be posting no loss recaps. The only way you could ever get me to post a loss recap ever again is, 1, I get monetary compensation, and 2, if I get guaranteed mental health coverage. Those are the only 2 ways you could ever get me to write a loss recap ever again.
Okay, let's get to this upcoming 3 series. Because it doesn't get much better.
Yeah.
We returned to Milwaukee for the first time since the Wild Card series.
Right. So
where we won't even have Gary Cohen calling the games.
Wait, so it's gonna be Apple TV,
Steve
Fox?
Gelbs. No.
Oh.
Steve Gelbs.
Ah, gotcha. Couldn't we just send him down for the sausage race again?
That might be the only highlight. Imagine the Mets find a way to sweep the Brewers.
Well, the Mets were ice cold when the Brewers came to City, so maybe deja vu all over again. I hope so.
You and me both. And then we got the struggling Atlanta Braves,
who will probably look like world beaters against us.
Oh, King is out, so we got that to look forward to.
Yeah.
And then we got a 2-game series at home against Seattle Mariners.
Yep. Starting August 15th.
And you know what? Let me explain to the people on here that may not be known to this. The August 17th game against the Seattle Mariners will not be played in Seattle or at Citi Field. It will be played at a minor league ballpark about 30 minutes from Lomond Field, which is, for those of you who don't know, is the location of Williamsport, aka the Little League World Series. So knowing our luck, there are 2 possibilities here. I'm sorry, 3. Pete Alonso ties and breaks the record while we're in Milwaukee. B, Pete Alonso breaks the record at home in one of those 5 games. Or C, none of us will be there and he breaks the record in Williamsport.
A 275-foot home run.
To break the record.
Please.
Because you know what? This is just knowing our luck. And by the way, no fan is allowed to go to the Williamsport game. It is strictly the parents and the children that are playing in the Little League World Series. So no Met fans, no Mariners fans are allowed at the game.
Well, that's odd.
There's a limited seating.
Yeah. Oh, there's one thing I could look forward to. August 15th, I believe that's the series opener against the Mariners, but being a huge Beatles fan, and oh yeah, we have our version of the Fab Four, but they're celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Beatles playing at Shea Stadium. So there's going to be a lot of Beatles themed things August 15th. As a huge Beatles fan, I'm looking forward to it. I might want to go to that game.
Well, as a New York Mets fan, and he wasn't born anywhere near that time period.
Neither was I. That said, I'm still a huge Beatles
I don't want to see a birth certificate that says that.
1965.
But yeah, this is not going to be anything interesting this weekend. I'm not looking forward to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Or am I looking forward to Atlanta or Seattle? Or I think we got Atlanta right after that.
Oh, and I don't think we're going to be seeing either Acuna or Austin Riley. I think Riley is also injured, no?
Okay, Mets, you need to get your act together so we can win some games, please. We're playing a beat-up Atlanta Braves team. They're fragile.
We need super.
They're not going to the playoffs.
We need super.
And that's not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
Need Pete to come through.
Okay, so the upcoming series after Seattle is actually Washington and then going to Atlanta.
Our favorite place in the whole world. Next to Philadelphia.
And it doesn't get any easier because right after Atlanta, we come home for the Phillies. Which probably will decide the division.
Great.
Oh, the way we're going.
Yeah.
By the way, if it doesn't help even more for us, the Marlins are beating the Braves right now.
They're beating up on everybody over the last month and a half or so.
They beat up on the Yankees.
Yeah.
And by the way, my uncle is a big Yankees fan. And he's upset.
Oh, goodness.
Which I gotta tell you, I kinda like. About how bad the Yankees are playing.
Good.
Except when they're playing the freaking Marlins. Like, suck against everybody else. They lost 2 out of 3 to Texas the other day. They finally won the game yesterday.
That's all I gotta say.
Let's get to the injury reports.
Alright.
Paul Blackburn making one last rehab start. Jesse Winker transferred to the 60-day buyout. So we're not going to see this guy until August? September?
September. Yep.
Jose Siri expected to restart running program before... Okay, we're in August. He hasn't started.
Yeah. There wasn't much of an update on him, so yeah. Who knows what is going on with Siri? I'm not expecting to see him back. I'll put it that way.
I got a migraine.
Alright, I'll finish it off. Tyler McGill will throw another bullpen session on August the 7th, but He's not eligible to come back until August 14th, which is a week from now. And Brandon Waddell is on the IL with the right hip impingement and began rehab 5 days ago on August 2nd.
Okay, on 8/8, which I guess is tomorrow.
Yep.
So, Kodai Senga. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. His
We gotta
last
face
three
Brandon
appearances-
Woodruff.
Yep. And he's been a workhorse by today's standards, going 6 innings in 4 of his 5 starts that he has made this season. Meanwhile, Kodai Senga has allowed 11 runs in his last 3 appearances, spanning just 12 innings.
Okay,
We
let's
need a
get to
turnaround.
game 2. I heard great things about this guy named To Be Determined. He's got a 0 ERA, and, I think this is Frankie Montas' spot.
Oh, great. So, I guess it's going to be a bullpen.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's the guy that gave up 12 runs on Sunday.
Great. And
And then we got Sean Manaea come back.
who's probably been our most effective starter next to David Peterson.
Didn't Peterson give up 4 runs yesterday?
Yeah. But
What's
Nobody's been
effective
winning.
about that at this point?
nobody's been winning. Yeah, he did go 6 innings.
Okay. That's the most effective he's been.
Yeah.
Okay, any historical events from years past within the covered time frame? Tom Seaver on August the 2nd, 1992 was inducted into Cooperstown Hall of Fame. Still think Billy Wagner should have went in as a Met. Because those were his best years, not Abe Houston. The Astros weren't relevant back then. On August the 3rd, 2004, Mets longtime broadcaster Bob Murphy passes away. On August 4th, 1982, Joel Youngblood gets a hit for both the Mets and Expos, who he was traded to that day. Didn't that happen like a few weeks ago at the trade deadline? A player got traded from one locker room to the other. Was it the Orioles pitcher?
You're talking Sir Anthony Dominguez?
Yes. He's in one jersey for one game, he's in the other for the other. On August the 5th, 1985, Darryl Strawberry becomes 4th Met to hit 3 home runs in a game and a 7-2 win over the Cubs. On August the 5th, 2007, Tom Glavine gets 300th win and beating the Cubs 8-3. We can use Tommy right now.
Yeah. By the way, I don't know if we're ever going to see a 300-win pitcher in our life again.
DeGrom could have been if the Mets weren't bad all those years.
If we actually hit, he could have won 20 games on those Cy Young seasons.
He could have won 20 games every year. He was great.
Yeah.
Like, he's got 1,500 strikeouts. I don't think he's got 100 wins in his career.
I don't know what's going to be the criteria for starters nowadays to get into the Hall.
Here's one, probably. Just don't do steroids. Okay.
When we were talking, Pete, I think you were looking down and you didn't see the Super Pete bobblehead doll. I was waiting.
Okay, there are no comments. I just checked, so I guess this is the most disappointing episode we've ever had.
Yeah.
Jason, please come back. I beg you. I mean, I love doing the two-man shows with David, but really,
we need the third man.
we need you. Because we need to make fun of you and your favorite player, Ryan Stanek. And it's not fun when we can talk bad about the guy and you're not here for us to make fun of him.
And Stanek we trust, he said.
Nobody trusts Stanek. We should have traded him instead of Jose Bruno. Okay, and that's it for this edition of the Orange and Blue Breakdown. Hope you this episode. Again, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. For
Dave, aka Captain Caps.
And I'm your host, Nick, aka Metrock. That's, we will talk to you again next week. Till then, pray, hope for the Mets to turn this around and get back on the right track. And for all of you out there, let's go Mets! Let's go Mets! Let's go Mets! Let's go Mets!